It'd be easier if I unmute my microphone, but g'day, howdy, Saddlebear, and g'day to everyone else who may join. I'm back. I did one match yesterday, then the second one I was meant to cast was forfeited, which doesn't help me in particular, but we are back with another Nexus Gaming Series cast. This time, is it... E is not correct. We're in Division B game. Division B. Smoke facing off against LTK Slyfall. So it should be a good one. Both these teams, I think, have been around for a little bit. I remember some of these names. There's bits and pieces I do remember across both these teams. So, should be fun. I'm looking forward to this. In terms of what we are going to see today, it should be a good competitive series. And we have Braxis to start. So Smoke opted first for map pick after winning the coin toss. So we see Dragonshire banned out, Volskaya banned out, then the Tomb of the Spider Queen, and then lastly Sky Temple. That's leading us to a Braxis holdout map number 1. Not often you get to see Braxis holdout in NGS. People like either banning it out or just avoiding it altogether. So it's a nice little treat for me today. I'm very happy about this one. And I want to see how this goes. So, the question becomes, how are both these teams going to handle it? I hope Smoke has some nice things coming out of this. Because, well, they did map pick. And it's not often you get a map pick if someone doesn't have a plan. I'm going to put down Caster as ready as a side note. Caster's ready. So, hopefully we get into things shortly, but I do always wonder what teams are gonna... Oh my god, that's level 5,000 player. I do always wonder what teams are gonna bring to the table when it comes to these higher divisions. Because Division B is where we get people who know what they're doing and will pick out these weirder kind of heroes from time to time. Not always, but more often than not we will get the more meta stuff around CBA. Before we get into that specialist, like, yeah, I could just slap this on out and absolutely run it down. Give him the smoke. Eternally Blue, welcome, welcome. Sorry, I took the only one for today. But funny enough, someone's going to bathroom, never mind. But funny enough, Fridays and Saturdays are the only days where I really get to cast matches live. If I'm casting matches live any other day, I'm probably sick. There's no two ways about it. I am almost probably sick. I'm getting so many pings all of a sudden. Why is it whenever I decide to cast that people message me? Yeah, da-da-da. So, I don't know what else to say. I haven't really done enough research because we are still quite early into the season. And when we are earlier into the season, I don't really have a massive background of information to pull off of when it comes to what these teams do. Right, heroes profiles down currently. I can't even check that. Smoke is bad for your lungs. I don't like smoking. Cigarettes. Let's go NGS. Hoku, welcome. ETK, welcome, welcome. Hope everyone is doing well today. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Hopefully we start it soon, but we are just waiting on a few people to get back. Chriso, welcome as well. Hope you're doing well today. It does feel really weird seeing, like, on Thursdays, or I guess my Fridays, everyone else's Thursdays, just the amount of matches held on Thursdays is insane. And then, like, you see Friday, Saturday have, like, 3 matches, 1 match, and I'm like, oh, cool. I'll just grab that one real quick so no one else can. Easy. But no, unfortunately I can't do any of my own scouting because Hero's profile is down currently. I forgot they're doing maintenance. Yes, Cypher, welcome, welcome. I know, it's so exciting. We are just here on a map view screen waiting for things to hopefully start soon enough. I'm hoping for a match to go the full way. It's been a while since we've had a full... Since I've had the series go full on. So I guess we'll see. Oh, looks like both teams are ready. So hopefully we're starting in a few moments. Yeah, starting has been called. So the question becomes, how quickly does the game actually want to... Always my favorite minigame is, does the game want to start quickly, or are we going to take 10 years to actually load into the draft screen? Because odds are 10 years to load into the draft screen. Unless it's going to be nice to me. No, game's taking you. Easy K, to answer your question, I do. I do cast games that have been played without a caster. I do actually have a channel reward where you can choose. But you very much can go, hey, I'm going to jump to the front of the queue, please. And just, you hand over some channel points. And I go, yeah, sure, why not? That could be my first one I do. But more often not, I do days where I just cast like 3 to 4 matches. Not today or yesterday. Unfortunately, I've just been a bit busy as of late, catching up with people that I haven't seen in a while. And also just, I've been house hunting, so that's always been a hard one. Alright, let's see. Want to note, Genji, Brightwing, first 2 bans, fair enough. They are just good on this map. Makes the offlane it makes the offlaner, opposite offlaner have a distinct disadvantage. Genji with kill potential. Healer with Brightwing with that just quick burst heal to make sure that the other healer offlaner can get more aggressive in those duels. So, what are we going to see from ban number 2? Because Joanna was banned out. Vala, potentially? Tassadar isn't a bad idea. Chromie is not a bad one either, in all honesty. Good poke for the objective. Has decent Zerg clear with that W. So I guess the question is, what is first pick for LTK Slyfall? What do we think is their number 1 priority when it comes to this series? It's not great, Easy K, but it is definitely not bad either. I did say Tassadar is a good ban. And we can see first pick Tass, which, yeah, I like it. Has good Zerg clear. Does decent damage on the objective as well. So you're never sad to see a Tassadar on your team on this map. In fact, he's probably one of the better ones who can Zerg clear pretty well. On the other side of things, Anduin and Junkrat. We know Junkrat's frustration ability. We can absolutely make people go, I hate being here. Why is my mouse not working? Interesting. Maybe it is. There we go. Oh, that fixed it. Excellent. Gift subs for a Murky pick. I don't think gifting subs has any influence over if Murky gets picked or not. Again, especially on this map. This map, you're very unlikely to see Murky. But I'll make a note, Garrosh and Rhaegar have been picked up. So very safe pick so far. One of Garrosh's best maps, actually. Someone just goes over that side wall into the enemy area. And that can be very much death. Or you throw the enemy tank onto the other side of things so they can no longer be with their team fighting and you have to have a quick reset. It's hard to say. Also, Zul'jin banned out. I like removing of the infinite scaling. Removal of infinite scaling does still have some Zerg clear of his own with the W build, with W talent. Not even talent, just Arcanite access in general. The talent can help. That's not needed. Right, who's pick number 3? Rexxar banned out. I mean, fair enough. Rexxar is this is one of the 2 maps Rexxar is known to be great at. So may as well kick it in the trash can. Alright, what next? ETC. I like it, and I will explain why once we see the next pick. Sergeant Hannah. Ooh, Garrosh may be annoyed this game. But reason why I like ETC is crowd surfer specifically into Garrosh. You can just slide back through the terrain. I think that's crowd surfer. Pretty sure that's what that level 4 ability is called. Right, Your Majesty and Torquin. What are going to be the last 2 picked? Imperius and Tychus. Imperius is always an interesting one to me, especially on this map. Because, well, what's the best way to put it? He is great at fighting, but in terms of what he can do in terms of clear, he is kind of garbo at. Speaking of clear, Hogger, great at fighting, great at clear. Also, hey Bob, hope you're doing well. So, these are going to be our team comps. It will be interesting to see. If one camp even walks Imperius's way post 7, he starts to struggle a lot. And Hogger does a lot better there. On the other side of things, Tessa has very good Zerg clear, but Sergeant Ham is also her own problem. It's hard to say. Also don't have set by high Bob. Apparently my memory is shocking today. So we are just going to wait a few more moments to get into that map. In all honesty, there's not really too much else I can say. Garrosh is definitely a scary concept for ETC in particular, especially with Tychus being such a potent damage dealer for those frontliners. So ETC has to be a little bit careful. But again, Junkrat is always such a menace. It's so hard to say what they are going to be providing in terms of that value. Alright, who's going to be the slow one, and is it going to be the caster? It's not the caster. It's Garrosh. Am I going to time it correctly? No. Damn it! Huh.
Facility powering up. We're about to begin.
No, let's get rid of that. Absolutely not having that there. So, on the side of smoke, we are going to see Baby Whale on the Hogger, Lambie. And when Souza is going to be on the Sergeant Hammer, MJH, Junkrat Radicus out, Shonen on the ETC. On the other side of things is going to be Your Majesty on the Imperius, Sky Chase, Rhaegar Sky Flare 1 on the Tychus. Rono, I love that name, is going to be on the Garrosh Radicus out, Torquin on the Tessida, who is going for static charge. So more damage from the Qs here. It definitely adds up over time. In terms of quests, though, there's only one other. That is going to be ETC's E-Quest Prog Rock being picked up. Meanwhile, this is a difficult one for Your Majesty. Every time they spear in, if Baby Whale is quick enough, that is never going to go well for them. Oh, good throw. Cancels the spin. Unfortunately, Your Majesty didn't spear in time, and that means Baby Whale's going to live. Also, welcome, Belly, and hope you're doing well today. All the while bottom, there is going to be a lot of pressure. They can see everyone going top, so Souza really doesn't have anything to stop them from sieging. But they do back out now. Which, good timing. Rono slowed by those, I fucking love that name. Rono being slowed so he can't step up too much, and it is advanced. It's a regular one, okay. Sky Flare being pushed in. Rono getting the toss. Shonen taking a lot of damage. That minigun unloading on that ETC. Right, so we are getting into the thick of it. What is happening up here? Nope. Baby Whale falls a little bit short with that Q. And we're already 30 stacks on Tesla. We'll have to see how that continues. Oh. Oh. Oh, good pull by Lambie. Actually, Skyfire wasn't there. Maybe it wasn't needed, but you don't want to run that risk. May as well use a pull now before anything bad can happen. Shonen taking a lot. Meanwhile, MJH just above, capturing the objective. Oh, Souza being tossed in. Rhaegar bites, and that is going to be a dead Sergeant Hammer. Meanwhile, up here, we do see a spear coming out to Baby Whale. Baby Whale getting a little bit bullied this game. It's not often you say Hogger gets bullied, but it is happening. So, red team, both objectives. Junkrat making their way up, so Imperius doesn't really want to step on too much. And nice Junkrat trap. Your Majesty gets it back pretty easily. Oh my god. ETC is dead. With an elite Tauren Chieftain becoming an uncommon Tauren Chieftain. Alright, MJH is going to step on this top objective, see if they can cap a little bit. And just cease for progress once again. 86% on the objective itself. So, 46. Why did I say 86? That's not remotely correct. So, not quite where they want to be yet, but making their way. Oh, that's a toss and Junkrat. Rubbish Rodent in trouble, and that's them going down. Shonen. It's fine. It's weird seeing the Sergeant Hammer pushed so far back. Like, yeah, I know they are fine with having that extra range. Like, they have that extra range, but seeing them just playing this safe is a bit strange to see. Also, objective already in favor of LTK Skyfall. Very strong start to this map. Considering that Smoke was the ones who map picked, that's definitely something you weren't expecting. Rono is over wall, does unstop the root. Is there a slide by Shonen? Nice toss back. Shonen taking a face full of lead from Vatikas, but ultimately will be fine. I love Testar and Hammer, yeah. It's doing pretty well so far. Already 75 stacks on the Q quest, and we can see it is going to be going into like basically the full Q build. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the cooldown reduction at 7 either. Let's close that. Oh, Tychus. That's not what you want to see. Sure, you have first structure, but losing them like that, not great. Oh, speak about losing people. Never mind. Rono's onto it. Tosses Torquin. And that's going to be that first objective. Kind of just petering out now. Also, Ektar, I've got to say hi. I would have loved to have seen this camp getting picked up by Smoke. Having this objective would have helped Smoke an incredible amount, camp I should say, into Imperius, because Imperius, as I see it, can't clear pre-7 very well. But now that they have Holy Fervor, they can clear pretty well. It's actually really easy for them to do so. Rono doing a little bit of scouting. Realizes probably not the place where they want to be, but the rest of the team is falling in file, and we are going to get a big old scrap coming on out. Unstop being popped, and that is going to be Anduin being tossed in. For one person who cannot be pulled is Anduin. Baby Whale coming back, but it is a little bit too late for that fight. Spins away. Objective camp found. Why do I keep saying objective? And that is a strong. That's a very strong start. 7's available. Tassadar is going into that full Q build. Not a personal favorite of mine, but I do like seeing it. Skyflare is in a little bit of an awkward spot, but ultimately fine. When I close at level 7 have been picked by the other team. Dynamites. We can see Hammer can now move a little bit. Otherwise, relatively standard. Yeah, pretty much standard across the board. Big cleave onto MJH. And Imperius still beating out Hogger pretty well. I do wonder how long that will last, is like the big thing. I think that if Hogger times their Qs well enough, Imperius never lands a spear, just because that Q is so telegraphed by Imperius, and I think it's just so much quicker from Hogger to get that knockback. Oh, speaking of knockback, Rono being knocked in. Slide not quite finding its mark, and Skyflare and Rono having a little bit of a rub against the shoulders of each other, but will not get any, no harm, no foul. Your Majesty was found, so we just decided to back up. What are we having? What is the decision making here? Also, Smoke is holding the space, moving it up slowly. Ronald with the tap. Suze, by the way, doing a decent amount of work as the Sergeant Hammer. Knocks everyone back. And will get out of dodge. Hogger does get bottom camp objective. Now I'm saying it the other way around, but we can see it is Your Majesty pulling them off. Rono getting top. And this is now once again objective in the favor of LTK Skyfall. Shonen taking a lot, getting walled out. And that is Junkrat being pushed in. Pull and the concussion mine used. I don't know if it's necessary, but it did keep him alive. Oh, those cleaves are getting to do a lot from Torquin now. 140 per. That is no joke. Okay, not all of them could be successes. And level 10s are through first to the side of LTK Skyfall. We can see it's going to be Commandeer Odin dropped. Imperius going for Kidnap ult. Other things to note is Warlord's Challenge, Ancestral Healing, and Black Hole. Spear. Only gets one, is then forcibly pushed in, then knocked back. A lot of movement abilities. A lot of interrupts, or disrupts I should say, being used onto Your Majesty. Absolutely being taken for a ride, but we can see that objectives being capped back as Imperius makes his way back down bottom. And that's the first percentage that Smoke has actually been able to get at all this game. Nice slide by Shonen. Rono having to back on up. MJH taking a decent chunk of damage here. Rono barely skirting their way around fit. Junkrat trap. Shonen needs to start making this space once the 10s come through, because this is once again objective in favor of LTK Skyfall. You can see it's 100 Zerg to 18, and only now the level 10s come through for the side of Smoke, because we can see it is going to be Shockwave, Napalm Strike, Mosh from the ETC, Riptide, Junkrat, and rounding things out is going to be Light Bomb from Anduin. So a decent amount of combo time. This Riptide is about to get ripped up. Full Banley skill it? Nice. Decent chunk of damage to the Zerg. Didn't get the backline of it all. Really unfortunate. You can see they want to step up to defend prior to the gate, but they don't really have the choice. Rono is commanding space pretty well, so we can see it is just going to be a safe. Just clear Zerg behind gate. We don't really want to do anything too risky, especially because there's a 2-level lead for the LTK. Oh, I thought Torquem went over wall for a brief moment, but nope, they did not. And that subjective getting cleared up pretty well, losing 4 plus only 1 tower. Pretty well done. How did Imperius do bottom? Oh, not great, but didn't lose with keep, fought at least. No way, I was like, no way they're doing boss, that's way too greedy. But no, they're not. As much as I love to see a little bit of greed in Heroes of the Storm, that's a little bit too greedy. Also, they're making sure that this camp doesn't get invaded this time. Shonen holding so aggressively compared to the rest of the team. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's going to be invade from Skyfall this time around, as they do have those. They don't quite have their 13s yet. They don't have quite have the advantage they want. But this is where it starts to get a little bit scarier for Skyfall. Coming into this mid to late game, there are some very big abilities from Smoke, such as Moch, such as Shockwave. Like, there are things that they need to be careful for. Garrosh is known as a little bit of an earlier game hero. Tank. Yeah, hero tank hero. Nasty Queens of Concussion Mine. I missed it. Oh god. I'm out of it today. I'm not on my top game. Right, 13's through. Interesting feedback? Okay. And Souza is just circling up once again. And Rono's not allowed to be there. Big explosion. Spear found. Souza is going to get taunted. There's going to be a pull, but there's nothing to finish him off. And now it's shown in middle things. Nice little W. Oh, light bomb unfortunately a bit late. And actually the snipe from Tassadar finding the kill on Hammer and for backline. And then this camp's pushing here. Hogger Fang. That Hogger clears so quickly. And again, Smoke is still down this talent tier. Still down to almost a full 2 levels, 12 to 14 in favor of Skyfall. Kills barely in favor of, I said barely, 4 kills in favor of Skyfall compared to Smoke. So it's not the easiest time for them so far. By no means is Smoke out of account. They do have good They do have their good heroes. They do have their lineup. But I do wonder if some of the things that they were wanting was banned out or taken by Skyfall. Oh. Shonen not quite where they want to be. Oh, interesting slide. Actually keeps them alive. Big Warlords challenge. Oh, that's the Junkrat trap cancelling the spear in. Oh, that's a gravity. See, that's the pull. Shonen gets to live. However, MJH is the next chosen one, and they are not going to have the same fate as Shonen. They go down. Another 100 to 0 Zerg, and it is pushing that lane, and that's ETC being kidnapped. Very unfortunate there, but nice. Does it unstop during that charge animation? I don't know. I really don't know, actually. That may be one of those, it's just at the right speed where it can interrupt, but can be interrupted. Like Garrosh, no, like Diablo Charge. Diablo Charge can make its way through Mosh. Sometimes. It's not consistent, but sometimes it can, and maybe the same for Imperius. Hammer with a beautiful one-stop, meaning that they're not going to get Warlords challenged that time. We can see Hammer is back in that siege tank form. However, we are still in a rough spot. It is a full Zergon core. And that is a spear onto ETC sliding out. No mosh back yet. 13s to 16s. It's looking like that maybe map number 1. Maybe Your Majesty dies? At least they get something? Yeah, they got something. But that something is just one more kill as the first map of the series does go over to the side of LTK Skyfall. That was just such a strong ending for the side of Skyfall there. Or such a strong game for the side of Skyfall there. Well, yeah, they didn't have people doing... They didn't have the most damage in the game. They still did very well. And we could just see... Imperius did the offlane excellently. I've never seen a Hogger struggle that much in a while. So very going to be Imperius, just controlling that space and making sure that nothing else takes away their spot. In terms of hero damage, 58,000 Sergeant Hammer, 35,000 Tassida, but I want to note Tychus and Imperius both within 5k of Tass. Yeah, I think Stabitating just barely threaded the needle between Mosh Pit and Stun Pulse to get the kidnap. Yeah. I entirely think that's what it was, Ector. Also in terms of Siege Byway, 62,000, Tassadar 65,000, Hogger, Sergeant Hammer just behind 64,000. But Soak, Imperius, Hogger, not much between them. 200, that's more or less what you want to see. Healing though, Rhaegar 72,000 compared to Anduin's 45. There were good pulls by Anduin, just unfortunately he couldn't pull everyone. In terms of talents, anything that stands out here, I mean, Wrath of Anguirus I see more and more in these, depending on kind of your playstyle. I've started playing Wrath of Anguirus and it's really fun. Is that good or bad? I don't know. But I've been really enjoying Wrath of Anguirus. Also want to note about things, interested to see feedback on Tassadar. Not often you see that W talent at level 13. A lot of the times you'll see either Oracle or you will see... Shadow Walk. So interested to see that one. Otherwise, relatively... Also, I love seeing Crowd Surfer. I love Crowd Surfer. I don't know if it's good, but I do love seeing it, right? Let's swap over to here. As I see, we have our next map ready. And it is going to be the Towers of Doom. Todd. There we go, Todd. And it is map picked by Smoke once again. I personally like Towers of Doom. I've had a decent amount of experience with it with Girls Games World because they love trying to end on Towers of Doom. It works most of the time, but not all the time. So yeah, it's always a fun one to watch no matter which way. Oh, man, I'm tired. So, I really do need a yawn counter, and it's not even because I'm bored. I love casting these series, but man, I am like a sleepy guy on the weekends because it's weird to say I'm like a relatively active relaxer sometimes. Crowd Surfer is 100% required for Tessa. Yeah, Tessa and Garrosh, I think Crowd Surfer is the pick. Garrosh does so well to split you from the team. And if it's anything like over a wall, or even those small kind of intermediary walls between the objective and the lane that we see around the points, it's absolutely needed. Do not get me wrong. Also, it is kind of fun just to see him just whip around into weird places. Also, you could just constantly have a slide animation. It's not helpful, but if you find something too big to cross, ETC will constantly just have a slide animation as he's running around. So those of you who are missing your Anduin Sword bugs, you can get Anduin Sword visual bugs, you can get an ETC visual bug. I personally love it. I don't know if someone has listed it before me or has like known about it before me. But I found out about it the other day, accidentally playing ETC. I'm like, this is amazing. I don't think it works on every map, but it can work. It's so fun. Like, for one place I know it guarantees, where I guarantee it works, is kind of Black Heart's Bay. If you play Quick Match, I know not everyone here does. Some people are like, ARAM or ranked only, that's it! But no, if you play things such as Quick Match, you run to Black Heart's Bay. If you try to crowd surf through the middle bit where the objective is? It goes, no, but you will have a slide animation forever. So I'm looking forward to this map. This is another map where we get your offlaner needs to do their job efficiently and effectively to make sure that the 4-man can run that bottom and can just try run it down. So we are getting into another situation when, yeah, offlaners are important. Which, I don't know why Side of Smoke don't like Dragonshy, yet we've seen both Praxis and now Towers of... Is my mouse going to work or is it going to be difficult again today? It is going to be difficult again today. Cool, I love this. One moment, everyone. Vera's beard here on the bottom of the mouse, so it's going to be difficult. This is the problem with having a big beard. Things just get in the way. I'm going to say Caster's ready before I forget. Probably a good idea to tell them that I'm ready. Considering, you know, I'm one of the 3 parties that need to be ready in here. Albeit I'm an individual, but it's still a party. It's a party of one. A very sad, alone party of one. I asked one of my friends to co-cast, but they're sick. But I appreciate they were wanting to... They were thinking about it, but they got sick. I'm like, nah, heal up. I'm fine enough. I'm fine enough doing these on my own. Okay, mouse. What the hell? Oh, you're working now. Cool. Thanks, mouse. So, yeah. One of the teams has a baby crying. So we're going to wait a little bit longer. Which is no worries. Baby whale just goes, I'm not crying. I love that. I love that so much. What shall we see here? I want to see weird... You know what? This is the time. LTK, Slyfall, if you're hearing me, please, I implore you, pick Murky. It does well on this map. You can counter-rotate the other offlaner. You could bribe a little bit. Where else am I going with this? You can... You can play Murky? All by yourself. Welcome to solo lane. Hoku, I play solo lane half the time. I think I've played healer once in NGS, and that's because my team's healer, my normal team's healer was missing. I play the offlane, and I complain about it constantly. I'm good at offlane, but it doesn't mean I enjoy it so much. On the other side, I'm bad at tank. I will always complain about playing tank. If you make me play tank, I'm gonna be sad. I can do it, but I'm gonna be like, God, why? Why have you made me do this? So, the orb. The orb. AUB? Looks like both teams are ready. The subs for Murky pick, we're only for the last map. Ah, boo. I still want to see a Murky either way. Easy K. I don't think you see. I like seeing heroes that are less picked. Whether it be Murky, a Probius, Nazebo we see a little bit, Cho'Gall. Like, I love seeing the lesser picked heroes. Speaking about which, let's see if any of these players do pick it up as Towers of Doom we'll be getting into. Also, if you hear something rolling across the table, it is a dice. Why, you may ask? I don't know. I get nervous, I roll a dice. It works out for me pretty well. Also, Junkrat, banned immediately. Fair enough, does a decent amount of stall this map, does do damage. You're on Cats My Keyboard, right? Really good people on that team. Yep, I'm on Cats My Keyboard this season. Here to watch MJH carry. Tuna, I'm sorry to tell you, first map did not go well for MJH. Unfortunately, the Junkrat found a few too many throws that first map, throws from Garrosh. They didn't throw themselves, but they got thrown by Garrosh. So yeah, it was a bit of an unfortunate situation there for MJH. Also, Garrosh banned out. Be like, I'm sick of it. I don't want it back. It means we're potentially going to see a... You'll find a Murky pick beyond for Black Stump. I don't think I've got to find Murky. Joanna banned out once again. I don't know. Does that mean Skyfall was just not comfortable on for Joanna? I don't know. Because more often not, you have first pick. You want to force that Joanna ban, but I guess if you have something you want to pick more, such as a Vala, such as a Chromie, those are both pretty good to pick up earlier. I just love playing Chromie. No one's going to let me play damage. I'm here now. Surely he's going to show out. You know what? Let's see if the Tuna Breath buff works for MJH. We believe. Also hope you're doing well, Tuna. It's been a while since I've seen you. Brightwing picked up first. It was actually banned last map, so it makes sense we see it this time. Your Majesty will pick a WoW raid boss, make it happen. I don't know WoW raid bosses. I'm just like, Deathwing is the only one I know. I don't know any others. Maybe a Nubrax one? I assume Nubrax is one. Also, we see Anduin picked up a Lammy once again, so Shona and Nubrax. What do we see on the other side of things? Sometimes you're just done playing Joanna. Crush, you are correct. I learned Beyond the Black Stump from Aussie Man. Guess it's an Aussie slang. Yeah, that's definitely not a New Zealand thing. I know there's a lot of crossover between the two, but not this time. Looks like we're getting a Varian blow-up style comp. Tychus and Varian picked up. Let's go Cho'Gao. I want Cho'Gao so badly, but with this setup, I doubt LTK Skyfall is picking that. So, final ban. We need offlane. We need damage. Offlane and likely another damage. Locust Swarm. No! We're not going to see Locust Swarm. And if we are, good luck, Shonen. Greymane actually banned out. Interesting. Ooh. I wonder what we see in the offlane then. Right. What do we see? The spinning orb that is LTK Skyfall's final ban. Come to think of it, it could be like half a WoW heroes or raid bosses. Look, someone more WoW orientated than I am will be able to tell me. I have no clue. Also, Hoggerband out. I mean, I actually like the Hoggerband this map. Cho'Gao's a raid boss, but not one I'm thinking of. You were thinking of Deathwing, were you, Hoku? So, just give me yes or no. Probably gonna see Locust. Are you guys practicing? No, you're just in a channel together. Welcome, Corrosive. I hope you're doing well. And Uncle, similarly enough. If they want to win, we'll see it. God, I hate you two. C-Smash over Taunt. I would love to see C-Smash, but I very much doubt we're going to see an offlane variant on this map. Yeah, Ragnaros. Oh, Ragnaros! Count this up! Oh, God. I am here. I don't care for Ragnaros. I've aired how I feel about Ragnaros many a times. But Galvazard, I am here for it. Oh, God. It's Galvazard. Genji rounding things out. A little bit of a hard backline to knuckle down for Galvazard, but definitely a fun one for it. Again, I'm gonna love seeing this map. Ragnaros. I always question Ragnaros, but Galvazard I love to see. Again, I like seeing the lesser picked heroes. Do I think it's a good pick? Not necessarily, but this is one of the maps where it can do better, as you are constantly fighting in that bottom lane. So let's see back here. Ragnaros was the one. You just said a raid boss. You never said which one. Hoku, I'm not giving you that. See Smash, Sulfura Smash, and go. I hope. I always wish for Sulfura Smash. It is such a fun one, but Casey and Noob, Anduin all raid. Is Anduin a raid boss? What? What do you mean Anduin is a raid boss? Alright, let's get into this game. I'll look at chat after I see Crush say something. Right, so on the side of Smoke, we do have Baby Whale on the Blaze, Lammy on the Anduin, Shonen, Anubrak, Souza, Hanzo, and the other Shimada, MJH, Genji. On the other side of things, we are going to see that Your Majesty is on the Ragnaros, Skyflare 1, Tychus, Rono is going to be on that likely Taunt variant, Sky Chase, Brightwing, and rounding things out, Torquin on the Kel'Thuzad. So does have pretty good follow-up for the actual taunt itself. In terms of stacking talents, Kel'Thuzad does... You find him the Jailer expansion. Oh. I know nothing about Shadowlands, I'm going to be honest with you. My main Warcraft experience is Warcraft 2 and 3 and Hearthstone. And Hearthstone is veered wildly off that course. I want to note, by the way, only second quest we see picked up is going to be W Hanzo. Oh, already one stack for Torquin. Let's go, Kel'Thuzad! I'm just disappointed with a complete lack of Artanis. I'm not surprised though. Big Blaze charge on Skyflare. Mid-wave is cleared, so I imagine we see lanes being done. Never mind, it's back. Oh, great. Crush is here, of course. You're mentioning the Artanis. Why wouldn't you? Varian, Rono, you are not a real boy. Does get stunned, does get stunned. Brightwing does not have phase shift, so that is a very dead dad. Varian goes down. The sins of a father corrected by the son right there. An early aggressive camp invade. I say aggressive, but tank is dead and it's a Varian. Like, that can't be considered that aggressive. Ooh, Che not quite finding a spark. Majesty is here. Nope, that's gonna be it. I don't think they hit off these sappers in time. Nope, all three walking in. And that's already a tower down. Impressive. And now we see the other camp being done. Very strong start from Smoke. Last map didn't go their way, so they're wanting to make the most of this map. Big stun. Chain coming out. Ooh, a little bit of a chain action there. No combo. Torquin's a little bit too far away for it. MJH jumping on in. Skyflare in trouble. Good peeling by the team. And Torquin is consistently stacking. I'm noticing that one team has 2 Overwatch heroes and the other has 0 Overwatch heroes. Very true. Both teams, however, have StarCraft heroes. Both teams have Warcraft heroes. In fact, we're only going 2 universes for LTK Skyfall. Only one character is from StarCraft. Only one, LTK is basically 4 Warcraft and 1 StarCraft. Like, they're not veering far off that the background of Blizzard that Warcraft. Even though StarCraft is still pretty much a classic game. At this point, anyway. So, objective 1 coming... Oh my gosh, in the rhythm. Oh! Otherwise, things are making sense. Shuriken Mastery we see more often than not. And when stacking E, combos well off of what Shonen wants to do. That seems like a draft mismatch, maybe. Both have 2 WoW raid bosses, so pointing to blue team. My favorite WoW raid boss, Genji. Torquin absolutely being kept alive. Looks like the priority here. Rono looking for a taunt. I don't like Rono's doing this. I would rather them holding high. 1 StarCraft in each team. Yeah? We are just really pointing out what universe everyone's from and whether they're a raid boss or not, huh? Genji should farm here. It depends how well Torquin does with their chains, and it depends how defensive Rono's wanting to play. If we get aggressive play from Rono, Genji can get away with stuff. If we don't, if we do see a more defensive style of play, well, very much it may not be as easy. Also, Torquin, I don't think Torquin knows how to combo. Or at least they'd already used VW. Glacial Spike picked up. Ragnarok's going that E build, very classic. Hanzo halfway done in his quest, so we're getting up there. And only 11 sacks so far for Torquin. I don't know, using that W just to siege does seem to hurt a little bit. But they're making headway on this wall. Because as Anubrak is still waddling back, there's a little bit of time. Wait a minute. Relative standard work, Ray, okay. Hybrid build from Hanzo, interesting. Oh, Skyflare taking a big scatter. Thankfully, Sky Chase had the spell armor on them already. Oh, I missed that. Oh, baby, well. Run up, run up. 190 health there. If that Q hit, that was a dead whale. Unfortunately for Rono, very fortunately for Smoke, they didn't lose anyone there. Oh, nice double root. Torquin goes down before Sky Chase can get that phase shift off. So now Skyflare's in an awkward spot. You can see the slow. Skyflare is in trouble. Does do a little dash away, but they're ultimately going to be fine. And it is... Oh, it's the attack range, so not the speed on it. Brightwing can make Genji unhappy if she times deploys right. Absolutely. But it does feel like we are just playing off the taunt in terms of that. And we may even see that results in the armor sort of reduction. Big pull. Souza gets to live. Doesn't quite find the scatter, but is finding a decent amount of damage. MJH finding the camp in behind still. And Skyflare is the next target. Dashes into a spot. See if they can save themselves. Big combination of damage and stuns coming through here. Torquin just running for their life. Goes down. That's Genji getting some resets. I was about to say rejects. Genji is getting the rejects. No, resets is far more appropriate probably. So yeah, that is a strong fight for Smoke there. Getting cracked with impunity and at least force phase shift. Yeah. Genji very much has been playing with 4-man so far, but that is a taunt. That's a kill. At least Hanzo has completed quest already? I don't know how else to positively spin that in all honesty. So yeah, Ragnaros should be able to go back to Soak here. Camp not able to be found. Nope. A little bit too late, unfortunately. Shonen doesn't have escapes now, so that is going to be them getting comboed. A lot of damage. Shonen going down. Sparhawk, thank you for following. And this camp can clear it up before it can even get to the lane. So no more sapper damage on their wall, because basically all the wall damage for the side of Skyfall has been sapper damage so far. And 10s are through for both sides, so let's have a quick peek at what we have outside taunt, because that's at level 4. We do see it's Commodore Odin, Emerald Wind from Sky Chase. I don't hate it actually. Extra tools for the Blaze, for the Genji, for that Anubarak to really stifle their collapse upon a single person. Otherwise we see, oh, it's Sulfurous Smash. Yes, I love Sulfurous Smash. Oh, that's a light bomb. That's a Emerald Wind, however, to counter engage. Tychus unstopping, Brightwing stuck in a very awkward spot now. Torquin doing their best to release them from their prison. That's a E&E. That is going to be a whiffed ult, however, from Calfazard, so that objective is going to just probably be given. Unless the MGH goes out. No, big deflect, big chain, no follow-up. And both objectives are top. I'd like to see the aggression continue from Smoke onto this objective here. However, with Spawns working out how they want to work out, Smoke at least needs to guarantee their own, and it looks like they are giving for now the right side, but they have a little bit of time. They don't have to. Oh, Calfazard. Really? We're doing this today? That's that. I think that's far enough spaced. Yeah, doesn't even try to use it that time. And that is 28 to 28. Very even still in terms of the objective. Oh, baby whale. We're spending too much time up here. Oh, baby whale's rotating now. We would need to wait a little bit longer. That's so sad to see, but meanwhile, cue the bush. Nope, we're face checking a bush. Sulfurous Smash absolutely tearing apart Hanzo. And we can see now that is X Strike. That is a good fight for the side of Skyfall. Actually, that's probably their best fight so far. Slide in, taunt, Calfazard doesn't quite connect. Calfazard getting closer to finishing quest as a side note, 25 out of a 30 needed. I'm not even going to close that. I was about to let's just close the talents. No, let's not, because we're nearly at the we're nearly at the time we do see the next talent tier coming through, so it's not any worth closing it down so far. Well, not Ragnaros actually has the most hero damage, 24.9. For the side of Skyfall compared to 25k from Hanzo. Taking fights down 13s. Dragon Arrow trying to find the save. Unfortunately could not. And that's next ult is being called. Nubrak will technically be up for it, but they'll not be able to get back in time. And this now is going to be difficult for Smoke, especially losing Hanzo there. Just taking a bit too much damage. MJH now in an awkward spot. Ragnaros wants them, but will not find them. Oh, and MJH runs away. This is going to be a full 5 shots into the core. MJ. Oh, even 10 minutes of quest. Nice. MJH is not going to be able to follow up and do anything about Your Majesty. And now we're going to have to see a slow push, sad push by Shonen bottom to see if I get it back. Nice pull. X-Strike as well. That was a full combo coming out from Torquin. It wouldn't quite have been at that full... at the full spell power yet, because we do see they are still 2 away. They would have been 1 away. But hopefully this should be getting done for them shortly. MJH jumps. I would like to see Smoke just push top. They're obviously not, they're not quite getting the value they need here, so I'd like to see them go top instead. Instead, I think they're looking to invade a camp. Oh gosh. Your Majesty is in trouble. Genji finds a kill over there, but meanwhile on the other side of things we do see it is going to be the Anubarak going down. So well done Genji there, just alleviating a little bit of pressure. We see Blaze going back to soaking. Genji with Shingen, didn't they? Yeah, so I can quickly burn this down. Doesn't want to stay here much longer though. Yep, dashing to safety. Rono is the one not dismounted yet. Good lead by MJH. X-Strike to get them out. Barely in time. Barely doing it there. I've just seen what Crush did. Just Genji once again being a fair and balanced hero. You are sounding like the heroes of the Storm forums going, how dare they let this happen? Right, objectives are up. Tops are being traded. And that is a dead end one. Comes out his initial quest. The Dark Void started consuming. And Sky Chase gets that middle objective. So Skyfall in a little bit of an advantageous state at the moment. 15 to 24. Fortunately, bottom did get converted back for a smoke, so it's not the end of the world. However, they are still doing really... It's still struggling a little bit. Varian, however, does start falling off a little bit at this point. Varian late game is not known for being spectacular at the best of times. So the question becomes, how well do they handle this series? Because unfortunately, this is that map where people can just come back.
Use it well.
Big stun, light bomb coming out, finding a double. And that is going to be Brightwing stuck in X-Strike. First time we've seen aggressive in a while. Skyflare for one in trouble. That's one kill. Is Skyflare going to go down? Yes, MJH finds a kill. Sky Chase on the other hand will also go down. Genji a little bit later of a dash here, so we're not going to get a reset. But that is going to be the kills that they need. Majesty is, Your Majesty, sorry, is now alone with this building. Oh. That's a cancel. Hunter didn't quite find the scatter. Oh, Majesty going, Your Majesty going for it. I keep saying Majesty. Your Majesty going for a Sulfura smash here. And this is what I mean. Variant comps start falling off around 16. This is the map that loves the late game. It is known as Towers of Comeback for a reason. And that means we are going to see a full 8 shots, potentially a full 10 shots. You have the time. Variant's not up until the objective is basically up. So may as well see if you can get this quickly. Genji, that's probably not the option right now. Yeah, this building is captured soon enough. Varian may be able to stall out a little bit, but I'd like to see this top one picked up first. Just a little bit too late, unfortunately. So we are going to have a fight over this. MJH not realizing what's about to happen. Oh, Baby Whale's about to fight it. Bottom objective, easy enough to fight. Lambie gets it, yep. No one is really in a position to stop Brightwing. Yeah. Just a little bit too much of a way. I think they got a bit greedy, that objective, unfortunately. And now we can see they are being punished. Oh, that's unfortunate for MJH. That's a slash. Oh, Genji. Yep, is going to live barely. Yeah. Oh no, Ragnarok's found him in the end for Meatball. No, if it was Sulfura Smash. Genji, unfortunately, I missed that, but that's a good use of it. Yeah, I think that's just a bit too greedy by Smokefair doing all of that. Like, yeah, sure, Sappers. I don't even know. I don't even think Sappers walked in. I think they're still cleared. No, Sappers walked in. Yeah, Sappers walked in. But I think a little bit too greedy. You could add easy 5 shots for instead you got 3 extra from this. Not quite what I think would be worth. And now we're reset back to playing lanes. A little bit of calm between the objectives. No, never mind, we're getting an invade. Dax goes face. Thank you for the subscribe, man. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, Ordle. I need to catch more of your Pauper Commander podcasts. Why am I getting called now? Why do people always try to contact me during my streaming? God damn. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. I have to hang up from them. That's a lot of damage, and that is a dead Ragnarok. I'm getting deja vu already. Oh, stun getting Skyflare right as they get out of the cocoon. Very unfortunate. And Rono is in trouble. They're going down. Do they? I don't think they can get this building back in time, unfortunately. Oh no, they should be able to. Like, you're not rushed. You know where Kel'Thuzad is. You may as well.
Claim the altars in my name.
Right, they're going for a double cap. Kel'Thuzad, meanwhile, just having a time, soaking a little bit. Genji has been left alone to do their own building. Oh, that's so sad to see. Thanks, Max. Greatly appreciate you, brother. Oh, that's going to be a few shots into the core now.
Blue team has destroyed.
Right, can't wait to see Kel'Thuzad stall out Lambie. Lambie actually gets in time. A little bit late there by Torquin. Very unfortunate for them. Camp being stolen. I'd like to see these getting walked in a little bit, but no, we're not seeing that happen. Alright. Yeah, too much space is being left open here. I'd love to see Smoke holding this more aggressively, but I guess every time that LTK Skyfall has tried it over here, it's not quite gone in their favor. Instead, we see Boss being taken off the map, so getting just within 8 shots of getting a win. We are, sorry, 7. So very much we are trying to close this down as much as possible. We are entering that late end game, and as I said, Varian falls off a little bit more and more. Ragnar, someone to note, interestingly enough, has picked Submerge, Brightwing, Intensive Winds. That could very much work out in Skyfall's favor. And we are going to see a push top. If Kel'Thuzad's showing top, they should be able to know time to move. I'd like seeing push bottom instead, but instead it looks like they're going to react. Not much you can really do about getting that one back, but nope. Now we get it. Okay. Blaze very much a lot later than the rest of the team. Nice double stun. Good triple stun. A lot of damage. Ragnaros getting the Submerge down. That is going to be a little bit more damage into it. That's Ragnaros going down first. Unfortunately, Submerge not quite doing enough. Kel'Thuzad can't chain onto their spike. Sky Chase getting MJH in an awkward spot. MJH does have to dash back safety. That's a double stun. Big red button does not matter to those two. And that is Rono barely holding on. Big chain. That's a triple kill. And that is a turnaround. As objectives are being called. Baby Well in an awkward spot. Kel'Thuzad doesn't find that one. I think Baby Well needs to leave space for Lambie to capture this. Lambie doesn't get it this time around, unfortunately. And Baby Well goes down. Skyflare finds a grenade. And that is a dead lamb. 5 shots. 2 shots needed for the side of Skyfall here. Top sappers do it. Bottom won't quite do it because they're walking to forward too early. Go here. Go here, Skyfall. This is what you want. Up here. Yeah. Yeah, you free? Yep. Here. Oh, look. I'll make it easier. Here. This is what you want. They're doing it. Bunker could have saved them all. Unfortunately, I think with the route, they couldn't quite reach the bunker at the time. They could have very much saved them all, but they weren't able to reach it. But we are going to see a triple respawn now. I think that time just going mid just wasted a little bit too much. Now we can see a defense come out here. Unfortunately, Blaze and Anduin just a little bit too far away, but they need to kill 2 of these sappers. No one jumped into it. Emerald wins. 2 of the sappers at least. I think that's all the sappers down. So yeah, Shonen gets to live. Barely. And that is crisis averted. Barely holding on. Ooh! By no means is it a solved game. Smoke, however, definitely in trouble. In trouble of a 6 cap and in trouble of just losing to Sappers or something like that. Ejectors are getting called now. Genji unfortunately will not be up for this in time, so someone needs to make sure they're ready bottom to stall. And again, this is a very good spot for Skyfall to be in. So how does this go? Grenade finding baby whale.
Take the altars.
Skyflare starting this objective. They know that's what needs to get stalled. Shonen dodged it all, does get stunned, but is not going to be able to survive much longer. They are fighting down men, and that is going to be a Dragon Arrow stalling thing out. Baby whale gets back in, gets a double, well, single stun. Oh, that's Sulfurious Smash fighting for kill, and that is going to be it. Souza goes down next. Baby whale not going to be able to get back in. Torquin dashes on through. That skeletal shuffle sliding on in. Those are 5 shots into the core. MJH, I think, will live. Yep, but that core will not. So that is the game. And the series go over the side of Skyfall. Well played there. I've switched too early. Once again, I go too early. Right, let's see how this goes as we're waiting for game results. There they are. Very close in terms of siege. 145 Ragnaros compared to 145 Blaze. Literally just 254 siege difference between them. Hero damage, Souza 77,000 compared to Psychus is 63,000. Calvazar did get stacked, I was happy to see. Also, 0-minute game, interesting. Soak, 28,000 from Blaze, 24,000 Ragnaros. So actually big difference here in the end. I think Ragnaros did just a little bit more building push by the end. Would have likely been the case. And healing, Skychase 75,000 compared to Anduin 67,000. Looking at talents, things that stand out. Souza went Titan Killer. Level 16. Very much not often picked. So very... I don't hate the choice into Variant, into Ragnaros. But I do wonder if the piercing arrows still do a bit better in those enclosed team fights, such as top right objective, such as bottom, such as camps, because it can do so well. Right wing phase out, Ragnaros submerge, not things you see as often, but they had a lot of stuff that they needed to dodge, and it very much did matter from time to time. Saved Genji from getting resets, slowed down just the general kill time that Smoke wanted, because Smoke just wanted a big, quick team fight, and getting rid of a Genji dash, getting rid of just that combo pieces helped. Love seeing Sulfurious Smash. Lava Wave not needed at all this map. Sulfurious Smash is a good substitute in that instance. I'm going to plot myself into a channel. I'm wondering if anyone will be willing to join me, but I nearly pinged the wrong channel, which would have been great. So let's just go... Oh, update the score before I forget. So hopefully someone from Skyfall joins me. Alright, let's put that out there, but we'll see if someone joins me soon enough. Not everyone wants to, but sometimes they do. So if they don't want to, that is also perfectly fine. And I'm making sure that they're going to be unmuted in OBS. They are. Excellent, because I'm not forgetting that again. After I had a... I see a Shore, so I will be joined by someone very shortly. Most likely Skyflare themselves. So yeah, well played to that team. Very good series. Watch screen, just so I can see what the comps were, because my memory is shocking these days. That's right, Praxis and Towers. It was a good series. Also, chat, if you have any questions, please put them in. Rono, Skyflare, how are you both feeling after that series?
Great. It's great.
A little bit concerning by the end there, wasn't it? That map number 2 definitely had a bit of a stressful oh my god, we have everyone, okay. I just looked away, looked there like, oh okay, everyone is here, wonderful.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd like you to meet 4 of my closest friends.
Only 4?
We do things in the Nexus.
Okay, fair
Several
enough.
more, but they're not in our current lobby.
Fair enough. Right, Praxis Holdout, map number 1. How do you guys feel about that? Because it looked relatively comfortable, but it wasn't your map pick. Is that something you guys like going to, or were you just like going, okay, sure?
We're
We
Go ahead,
scouted it basically, if I've been honest.
Rano did some reading about smoke, and he felt that if we were going to be on Braxis, we knew they were going to bring their crushing game. They tend to roll people on that map, so we tried to anticipate their maneuver, and I think that we did well overall. We tried to play the map because I don't think it's not wise to play within Sergeant Hammer's sandbox. Let's put it that way. And I didn't want to poke the bear. So.
Speaking about poking the bear, your Tassadar did very well to kind of keep them at bay. However,
Yeah, I must say that Torquin has experience with what's the word I'm looking for? Pest infiltration.
pest control.
Dancing at the edge of their range.
Yeah. It's a forte of his.
And I know Your Majesty isn't here, so I don't know if they want to talk or not. So, Imperius into Hogger, not usually the easiest matchup. How you were managing that quite well. Kind of, is that a practice one for you? You've done it a lot, or what was it?
Actually, the last game we did last week, I also played Imperius into Hogger, and that went pretty well. So, I don't play Imperius super much in quick match, and like even rare do I play him in Run into Hogger. So I haven't practiced it a whole lot, but I feel fairly comfortable in the matchup.
Majesty is earning his certification in pest control.
I'm noticing a lot of pest control comments. What is this about?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, what can I say? I feel like there's a lot of heroes in this game that, because when I look at Hogger, I think he's a fair and balanced hero.
Mm-hmm.
So, ultimately, we've been trying to shore up our experience against heroes and compositions that we were not as familiar with in the past. So that's kind of been our focus, really, is adapting to different environments and circumstances instead of always playing our comfort picks.
Okay. Speaking of comfort picks, you guys did ban out Joanna both times. Is it just something you're not a fan of using, or what is it, considering it is considered still one of the stronger tanks?
Go ahead, Mark.
They played them last week, and we don't like playing against Johanna, so easy ban.
I can't say I'm a fan of Johanna. I like it when we have her on our team, but Rano's not particularly a fan of her at this moment. And she's an incredibly powerful tank. But I all you have to do is roll your face on that keyboard and get value. I'm jealous. Not all tanks are so utilitarian. Johanna is incredibly utilitarian.
Okay.
Her presence alone is a nuisance.
Cool. Then map number 2. Why Kel'Thuzad? I love the hero, but why?
You know what? Torquin, you have an answer for him?
I mean, he's strong against tanks, and yes, Anubarak is a natural counter. But, if you're careful playing with him, if you really like the undead, then it can be a lot of fun.
And seeing
I think there was...
Go on.
Go ahead. I think that there's merit to the fact that he had a global ult. And that...
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, just seeing poor Anduin get hit by so many of those shadow fissures trying to capture the objective was definitely probably a frustrating point for Lambie there. But poor Anduin.
Yeah. That's half the fun.
We accounted for that.
You say it was half of fun, but were any of your concerns coming through? Were there any concerns when Genji was shown to be the last pick for you in particular, or any of the backliners, I suppose?
I mean, it was worrisome. I was like, Hanzo's bad enough, and, the Blaze Anubarak with the Light Bomb combo is pretty bad, and then Genji on top of that, so it was just like, how can I play even more out of the center of focus?
I tried very desperately to shake my big ass in hopes that they'd come to me first. And I was trying to, really abuse Neosteel plating and Odin, not for the ability to do damage, but to the ability to mitigate damage. And I think it kept enough attention away from Kel'Thuzad that when he finished Master of the Cold Dark, it started really, well, you saw.
Yeah.
They came for our objective, and it did not go so swimmingly.
Right. And actually, I don't know if we saw any Genji light bombs in VN now that I think about it.
Well, we knew they had multiple means of getting in there to do the light bomb, so it was their flavor of choice.
Right. So
That would have been. They could have done like X Strike with Light Bomb. That would have been pretty deadly.
the map in general was going pretty well for you guys up to around 13, the 16s in particular. What do you think happened at that point that really meant that Smoke was starting to turn up the heat and actually find a decent amount of value for a lot of those fights?
Towers of Doom is unique in that capturing those points gets you closer to ending the game rather than destroying the core by means of siege. So we were debating, do we continue to play the map to capture multiple towers, or do we just defend bottom? And you could make the argument that we should make sure that we're in all three lanes, continuing to leverage the map in their absence. But then you stop paying attention to death timers, and then you forget, oh wait, Genji gets a Swift Strike reset on everything, and the tower's not up. We didn't wait for Ragnaros. We didn't wait for, we allowed Kel'Thuzad to do what he does, which is the Sinister Mastermind thing from afar. But there's a big difference between him having the whole suite of his CC and abilities versus just the Shadow Fisher from a distance. And that's kind of how that played out.
Okay. Right, I'm just trying to think of other questions. I think I'm starting to run out of them. I think I have. So I'm going to leave the floor over to you guys for a little bit. If you have any shout outs, any thanks you want to give, go ahead.
I want to shout out to our healer Skychase. Welcome to the team, and thank you for playing with us. It's a treat. No, there's no relation between Skychase and I. I know that's a question. But she is a dear friend, and we're glad to have her with us. And this was her debut NGS match.
What a good debut.
I'd like to think so. Shout out to Zane Hyde, our coach, for always helping us improve as a team. And I guess those are my shout outs. Anybody else?
Shout out for Majesty for holding his own in two very top lane intensive maps.
Man,
It
did
is,
you see that Wrath of the Angerus before the Mosh? Woo!
Yeah.
That was very well timed.
Hot take. That was my favorite
Totally
play.
planned. Totally planned.
Yeah.
There was a chance Mosh just stopped it, so I don't know.
I
Definitely
right?
felt protected with Skychase's Brightwing. That was nice.
Right.
Thank you so much for shout out to you. Thank you for casting our game.
Yeah.
Oh, Skytrace.
Yeah, I want to make a shout out to Nyx for encouraging me and giving me all her well wishes.
All right.
Okay. Right, so I have to thank you all for joining me. I will let you go on your way and have a good rest of your evening while I wrap things up. So take care, all. Well played.
Love and peace,
You
buddy.
too.
Thank you so much for casting.
Have a good night.
So, that is going to be it for me. I thought I'd updated it. I forgot to. I realized I typed it wrong. I didn't realize I typed it wrong in my title as well, but I realized I typed it wrong in the actual end game as well. I think I must have wrote Slyfall twice. I don't know why. Alright, I'm going to raid a friend of mine if she is still going. I see. Are you still streaming? Yep, gonna raid a friend of mine. I see, wonderful person. So we'll get over to her. To everyone else, I very much appreciate you coming out to watch. It's always fun casting and talking to an audience. It definitely makes the enjoy more experience. It definitely helps add to the experience of both myself and the players, always fun. So, to everyone watching, I wish you a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending where you are in the world, because time zones, well, they're very weird. I still don't understand them half the time. I understand Eastern, I understand Pacific. If you say Mountain, I'm gonna go, no. Say one of the other two. I don't understand Mountain, but I wish you all a very good rest of the evening. Take care all. I'll catch you next week. Probably next Friday where I see you all in the Nexus. Bye for now.